Hello guys and welcome back. My name is Kazem Moridi, and in this video I'm planning to talk about a new type of constructor, which is factory constructor. In the past we learned a lot about constructors. What exactly are constructors? And most of them are generative constructor. And in this video I'm planning to talk about the factory constructor. We use factory constructor in order to get a class or instance of class or cached instance of class or even subclass of some classes. And for now, I'm going to first take a look at some examples about the constructors. I make a class called student, which has a property name, which is very simple, and we make a constant constructor, which is a which is a generative constructor. Okay, constructor. Okay, and super simple. And when we want to instantiate this one, you'll see that we can directly use it kind of like this, and it will be instantiated automatically. Sometimes we want to make constructor a lot more in advanced part. I want to validate some part of it before creating class. In this uh, situation, we use factory constructor in order to create a class that is optimized for our use. Let's go ahead and see what exactly is factory and constructor. First, we need to somehow um, make the constructor internal. Okay. So in order to do that, first I'm going to remove this constructor, generative constructor. Then I'm going to create an internal constructor. First, we need to write a student dot underline internal, which take an name as the constructor. Okay, what exactly is underline mean? This means we go to the class student, we want to create a factory constructor for a student, and this underline means that it is a private variable, private property, and we cannot actually instantiate this one. And after that, it's because of my internet connection. So after that, we need to somehow um, create a constructor for this one. I'm going to create a factory constructor first. We need to write factory because it's a factory constructor. Then the name of class that you want, for example, a student, which has to take two properties. For example, one property that's name. It's very simple. Sorry, we need to write it like this: name, and this thing return a as class. I'm going to return an internal classes. I'm going to call in student dot underline internal, which pass the name as its property. And after that, we need to run this code. And after I run this code, you will see that nothing actually show in console because there is nothing to because we do not print anything. And I'm going to create a class, for example, learn, and it's a simple class, and what it does just print learning, for example, in the console. And after that, I'm going to run this code over here, s.learn, and that's it. So by doing this, we somehow was able to create a student class, which somehow has all property of the students, but with some different parts. And if you take a closer look at, you think that there is no difference in it. We need to somehow make some complicated stuff in this code. And as you see, the learning was printed over here. And if you some think about it, you will think that there is nothing difference. What exactly is factory constructor? We for now we just return a class which is students. Sometimes you want to make it a lot more um, um, more complex. For example, if you pass variable, for example, is graduated, which is a boolean, okay, and if the is graduated is graduated is true, then it is no longer uh, a student. So we should throw an error except, and we need to this is no longer a student. Okay. So we create some stuff. We created a validator for our code, and if only if the students is not graduated, then this code works. And this is just a part of factory classes. Sometimes you want to make classes by using factory classes. For example, we have a we have a, um, we have a map of strings, I mean key and values pairs, and we want to actually get some stuff from the JSON. Super easy. We need to first write the factory, then student dot from map, and this part we need to pass map of a string and object, which is maps, and then we need to first get the, for example, name from this maps, okay, with the key of name, and just return a student object from this name. Super easy, and there is not almost nothing difference between that. And if you want to create a map, we can directly student dot from map, which pass a map of object. And as you see, you accepted one positional arguments, and we must pass a map to this one. So I'm going to pass name as the key and cousin as a value. And if I want to create run this code, you will see that the object was not found. Mm. So there's an over here. We need to write it with O, upper letter O, and this one cannot be assigned to a string. I need to pass as a string. I cast the value as a string, and then if I run this code, you'll see that the result would be shown as learning. Let's wait. As you see, learning was created, and I can actually print the value of name as dot name, and as you see, the name cousin would be returned over here. And super simple and very intuitive and creative. And that's it for factory constructor. It's used to create the classes, custom classes, even returning source classes, or many different things. And that's enough for now. If you like my videos, please consider leaving a like or even subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching and happy coding.